clockwork. So what's going on today, man? What's going on out there? What is going on out there? What's going on out there, man? Let y'all get these notifications and things. Go best friend, that's up and right. Mm 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 mm. Troops, what is it, man? John Doe, Ebony, Joe Dub the Don. My God, your lives are always in time. Where I'm not available to watch, but I'll be watching all of them later on after the fact. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. It looked like you was excited that you caught me too. That's what's up, man. It's the offhanded things. Yeah, man. I'm gonna let it build up a little bit. Today, like, I could have went live earlier, but I had a lot on my mind. I had a lot on my mind. I don't know if y'all watch like the Breakfast Club. That boy Pun, what is it, man? I don't know if y'all watch the Breakfast Club, but he had Gilly the Kid and Wallow on there this morning. Gilly the Kid and Wallow. And Wallow, like, he did 20 years. Kind of close to me. I mean, I'm kind of close to 20, but he did 20 years. And he was talking about the city. It was like what he was talking about. It was so moving because it seemed like he was saying what I was thinking. Some of the stuff he was saying I've already been saying, but what he was saying is what I was thinking. Fuck me up. Fuck me up. Man, I had to go get my. Look. Look. I had to go get my. I had to go get my notepad. I had to go get my notepad. That's what happens when you find something or hear something that's so moving. I suggest you write it down. You write it down. As soon as that thought pops in your head, write it down. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see where here. Uh, oh my God, my God. Oh, I thought you said my God, my God. Let's see. It passes my brakes and turns my joints to ashes. Oh, hold on. So I had the headphones on. I thought you could hear, but hey. Let's see. We 7 deep in this thing. We trying to get 37 deep. That's alright. I took them off. It's all good. It's all good. We still smoking on this on this this Jussie Smollett. This Jussie Smollett. I'm hella eager today. I get my I get my first logo, my merchandise today. First merchandise. I'm hella juiced. Hella juice. Jussie Smollett. John W., you having technical difficulties too? Let me see. Yeah, I don't know, man. Hold on. There, now it's turned up. All right, so we only 6 deep on this thing right now. So that means 2 of y'all hit that like for me one time. One thing y'all know about me, I don't care. If I got a live where it's only 6 of us, 7 of us, we still gonna rock in this thing. So so the topic is the topic is how does my channel help you? Mike Vick Jr., what's happening? Serge, what is it? How does my channel help you? That's important. I want to know how does my channel affect you? Because I want to make sure you get more of that. Like I'm aware that people watch the channel that are about to go to prison, or they know somebody who's been in prison, or they're curious about things that are going on inside. Like people study prison. I never even thought about people literally on the outside in the free world studying prison, but they do. So I want to know like how my channel helps you. Like what can I do to help? Cause I can come out here and I can smoke weed all day and chop it up, fuck with y'all. But at the same time, I want y'all to get some content too. I want y'all to get good content that y'all can use. But part of that is knowing like how you're affected. How you're affected. Because for a long time, I wasn't sure how my stories were gonna how they were gonna be taken. I wasn't sure, but I had confidence. I wasn't sure, but I had confidence. So now, I'm trying to I'm trying to push it in a direction that's more positive. I mean, we still gonna do our thing, but I'm trying to really like do what I was doing in the beginning. That was like helping people. Because in the beginning, it was never been about the money. If y'all know, it's never been about the money. All this monetization and stuff. This is just like 5, 6 days old. 5, 6 days old. So it's never been about the money. It was always about helping where I could help. Helping where I could help. But like I say, prison is not the only. That's not the only like avenue that people know me. Yo, BR net banging. I don't know who that is. Oh, yo, B net banging. Who be net banging? Oh, get it. Oh, you mean like everybody got their own channel and they doing their own thing and something like that? I get it. I get it. But I don't be watching them other channels to be honest with you. I'm subscribed to a lot of them though. A lot of them. Because at first I came in like, these people been through the same struggle as me. So I'm going to subscribe to them and just show my support. just show my support. So yeah, in a sense, like I subscribe, but I don't just like I don't watch like other people's channels. Not saying that that's a bad. I mean that's a good thing. I need to so I can see what people talking about out there. That's right, Jason. Brock Judah, what is it? You said you bang Crip. Not at all. Never have I ever. Never have I ever. Let's see. Want to help? Reach to you. I'm gonna tell you something, Jason, from a business standpoint and just a regular humanity standpoint. Like I wanted my before I start talking to kids and other people, like I wanted my shit to be right. Like I want to be able to tell them like I want to be able to like be like I live my life like this and now it's like this. But I wasn't feeling like my life was fully like complete enough to talk to no kids until my shit was together. That's just being honest with you. My shit had to be together. Now I'm employed. I'm employed, and that's a good damn feeling. That is a good damn feeling. Too many of them. Daystar says too many of them just beg for money. That's when either you lose folks or get rich, like they pay Death for his talking. It's sad. Well, I got a long way to go to get rich, but YouTube is not end game. YouTube is not end game. That's just like a crutch, like to help you get where you're trying to go. But YouTube is like, I mean, you go where you go to your demographics. And my demographics, my biggest supporters, the people that mess with me the most, is YouTube. Let's see. But yeah, talking to kids to reach the youth, yeah, I would have no problem doing that. Somebody reached out to me from Philadelphia and wanted me to go out there. That was like hubbling, to be honest with you. Don't let the money write your message. Exactly. Always been the type of person, right? Always been the type of person that I believe in karma. So I don't ask for what I need. We call it in the pen, we call that bogus begging. Bogus begging. We don't ask like I don't ask for what I don't need. I think you get Brian Carver that way. You got a pocket full of money and you asking for more. You got a pocket full of money and you asking for more. Yeah, I mean, that ain't me. That ain't me. I ain't received no. I ain't received a paycheck. I ain't received a paycheck from YouTube yet. But at the same time, you best believe that the donations that I get, I mean, they help me. They help me survive day to day. Day to day, they help me. Central Cali. So, Central Cal, man. I talked to two of the moderators today. Two of them. And I think it's end zone and one more. But we about to have a moderator meeting though. We're gonna have a moderator meeting. Even millionaires aren't satisfied. Gotta take the first step. It's up to you to put the wheels in motion. Hey Jason, all I'm gonna say to that is get your popcorn. it's gonna be a good show. Get your popcorn. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And you need to get at me too. You need to get at me. R.J. Parsons. Shout out for Kempsey, 2440 in Australia. So now we got another down under. Hey RJ, we got like three Australian or what are they called? Three people from Australia. We'll just say that. I don't know what you call somebody from Australia. Australia. We have three Australians on this channel. Aussies. There you go. Aussies. Aussies. Starting to get a little dark. I gotta turn the light on. Why they can't be Australians? Why they can't be Australians? Shit. A Aussies abbreviation for Australians. Nah, I just fuck with y'all. I just fuck with y'all. Sergio, yes, this is my job. When I became YouTube partner, and I got to see my money as I'm making it, and I had to sign a tax form, yes, this is my job. YouTube taking a cut out my check, they pay me, this is my job. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. It's enough. You can make enough at this level just to enough to sustain. Enough to sustain. So this is my job, and there's plenty room for me to grow at this job. What I would get? A YouTube shirt? Hold on. What I'm gonna get? A YouTube shirt? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. What's happening, man? What's going on in Hawaii, man? Hey, Cal, hit me on Instagram too, so I got your email. That's right. Good looking, RJ. So the next thing we're gonna talk about, because I had some good conversations today. See, like I'm not the type of person like when we conversate, it's gonna be me just waiting for you to say what you gonna say, and then I say something. Nah, man, I want to really like take in what you saying. So people they be like, man, why you being quiet? Because I'm listening to what you saying. And I interject my ideas. So the next step to grow the channel is right here. Right here. You wonder why I didn't go live earlier, Jason? Because I was in the lab. I was in the lab. I know, look, when something bothers me, that's how I know I'm doing something right. Because it bothered me. It bothered me like direction and things. It bothered me before. And it bothered me now. So I'm trying to fix it. Because I see something and I'm about to avoid it. Not a one-trick pony. Sad Poogie. But Jason, you want to holler? We can holler. But I wouldn't put my plans on YouTube. You done with that logo, man? Shoot that. Man, I need a banner, man. I need a banner to go right there to cover them boosie ass boxes. Man, look, today, man, my mom got a big ass backyard. So I had to come over and help moms. Man, I ain't raked leaves since I had work project when I was a kid. That's how long it's been since I raked some damn leaves. Them motherfucking leaves was unending. CURTY 92679 at Gmail. Curdy 92679 at Gmail. Yep. Sacktown King need a banner too. So if you make banners, I'll ask Sacktown King. Yep. So I guess I'm supposed to get my little merchandise tonight. It's supposed to be tonight. That'll be the next time I go live. If I get it tonight, I'm going live as soon as I get it. Like, check me out. But everything that I'm trying to do is a step in the right direction. If I feel like I'm getting too comfortable or something like that, man, shake that shit up. I need something like behind my big ass head. When you go to my channel, I need a banner like right there because all you see when you go to my channel is my big ass head. I need something in the background. Man, I'm a Libra through and through. I ain't on no cuss, nothing. Yep. Hey, so Central Cali, what we gonna do after we have our meeting? We gonna basically. I'm trying to get it to where we group chat, but it'll probably be just somehow where we can all get together and hear each other because what I'm noticing is a lot of people got plans. Like you only two sets of eyes. It's other people. It's the cusp of coming up. I got you, Jason. Like it's more to being a moderator than just the posting. Like it's also your mind. Like you were selected for a reason. Yep, that's what's up. That's what's up. See, I love networking. Love networking. But yeah, man, all I did was rake the leaves, man. It was hella leaves. Dumbass leaves. And then like sometimes when I'm feeling some kind of way, I turn on motivational stuff. Like I'm not motivated by hearing some music where somebody talking about killing somebody or blapping somebody or this many guns and sold this. I ain't motivated by that. I'm motivated by real motivation. So I put on all I do is tap YouTube motivation. And because I listen to it so much, it automatically pop up. It automatically pop up the type of thing I need to hear. See, YouTube got reset buttons for people. Just you got to use them. They right there, reset buttons. Man, I'm feeling down. Okay, go to YouTube. Something to make me feel up. Kurt G, what's happening? David Goggins, check him out. David Goggins, he's in my playlist. I listen to David Goggins. David Goggins got a. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. If it's the same person, he got a Pandora channel too. So, all right, man. Enough about that. Enough about that. Wait. What's up, Dirt? Shout out from Maryland. That's what's up, Powder P. Powder P. Gaming computers. See, I like gaming subscribers. I like that because gamers is something I don't know nothing about, but I know that they are a force. That's what I do know. So, anyhow, I had a couple of good long. I think I had two conversations, all just about business today. All each conversation was 2 hours of just straight business, drilling, vision, focus, and all that. Man, it was so much in my head between them two conversations. I was like, I'm not going live. I'm not going live. I'm just not gonna do it. Like my head, there's so much in my head right now. I just need to write, just write until I can't think no more. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. Sacktown Fart Squad, Freeport Broadway, Southside represent. That's what's up. Hey, Aubrey Queeford, man, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you, man. You be looking out, man. I appreciate that. And you from Sacktown too? That's what's up. Shout out to you. David Goggins is an animal. What does he do? Or is he really an animal? I don't know. I'm about to Google him. Why don't you put a map on the background? Put tax every place in the world where dirty is known. A dirty nation. Ugh. That's hey. See, look. That's why we gotta get on the email thing because see, that's why you a moderator. That's why you a moderator because that's a good motherfucking idea. See, and the other two moderators I talked to earlier, they got great ideas too. They got great ideas too. Because look, man, it's literally people that's been rocking with me since I had like less than 50 subscribers. Like they still here. They still here. And that's why I slowed down on the story because I mean you can tell story, but you get storied out after so long. That's a lot of I got a lot of stories on YouTube. I got a lot of stories on YouTube. I don't know too many that's watched every one from start to finish. That's just too many. Watch, y'all gonna say shit. I did. Watch, but you get to a point where you got to move on. You got in order to like get to the next phase, you got to kind of cut ties with that. I mean, you keep the best parts of that last phase, but you got to let it go to move on. You got to let it go to move on. All right, so let's talk about something. Let's talk about something. When I when I was in Old Folsom, right? When I was at Old Folsom, I'm gonna tell you about this time because this was a time where I had found peace. I had found peace, right? So in Old Folsom, there's this place called China Hill. China Hill. Like if you ever been to Old Folsom, where you see the flags flowing, that's China Hill. That's the flag poles around China Hill. Well, I worked there. I did landscaping. I did landscaping. So on China Hill, right? I grew tomatoes. I grew peppers. I grew onions. I grew lettuce. I grew cilantro. I grew cucumbers, watermelons, cantaloupes. I grew all this shit. I even had potatoes. I even had potatoes. And on top of that, I had a garden. I had a garden, right? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Way back then, I had a girl, right? Rest her soul. Her name was Passion. That was like the first like girlfriend I had, right? And then hey, look. The only way you're gonna see this story again is if you go hit repeat, because this is like, this is like a sensitive dirt. But where the visiting room is in Old Folsom, you can look right at China Hill. Like you can see, like, because China Hill is like spread out. It looked like a big old mountain, and it's spread out, and everybody got plots everywhere where they was growing shit. So my plot, I made a plot. I got a plot in the front, so that means the people that are visiting can see what I made. So I had a row of rose bushes on the top, and then I made like another layer to where it was like a waterfall. So I built a waterfall and had hella. I had purple. Fuck, I forget what kind of flowers they are. I think they're called purple passions, but they were. I had all the purple flowers lined along the bottom, right, with the water. And what I had was like a pool in the top, and I will overflow it and let the water fill up, and the water will flow down the rocks, right? So the girl that I was with, and look, man, that's not funny. On my mama, that's not funny. Passion was a very, very, very sweet person. On my mama, she's one. Look, she was so sweet of a person that when I went to her funeral, I was with my wife, and I cried like a baby. I cried like a baby right in front of her. She was looking at me like, "Man, why are you crying?" Yeah, because she meant that much to me. So don't put no purple passion jokes with passion as a person. That was a beautiful woman with a beautiful soul that died way too young. So that waterfall right there, that waterfall right there was Passion Falls. I called it Passion Falls. That was for her. While she was living, that was for her. So when she come to visit me, I'd be like, look, and she would look at it. And when they walk down the street to come into visiting, they walk right along the gate, right along the gate, so they could see it, so she could see all the flowers and everything that I had. I did this for her. That was Passion Falls. And then on top of Passion Falls, then I had all the vegetable plots all over the hill. And I used to have stuff I wasn't supposed to have stashed up there. Like it was cops and robbers. I had stuff up there in China Hill will nobody find. Hey, China Hill from the yard, right? If you look up at China Hill, you wouldn't be, man. Look, we be telling people it's bodies buried up in there, like it's dead bodies in China Hill because it kind of looked like that. It kind of looked like that. But what it was is when they was building this prison, when they was building Old Folsom, the Chinese people that was building it, that's where they stayed on China Hill. But if you look up at it, you can see like stone heads. I mean, like stone benches and shit. So it kind of looked like it's a cemetery up there. So when somebody be like, "Hey, Dirt, man, is it really a cemetery up there?" I'd be like, "Yep, it sure is." But really, when you get up there, it ain't nothing but just like a picnic looking area. Picnic looking area. But peace. Man, look, I used to sit where them flagpoles I was telling you about. I used to sit on the flagpoles like, man, I ain't never been free. Like I had never been free. I had been probably locked up about like this is 2008. So I've been locked up like 10 years already. And this is the closest to freedom that I ever been because on top of China Hill, it's a big mountain. So when I sit on the flagpoles, I could sit there and I could see the yard. I can see the yard. I can see tiny inmates walking around on the yard. I can see the road. I can see freedom. I can see the river. If I walk down from China Hill, I can see the Folsom River. I mean Folsom, whatever the fuck that is. But I can see it, and then I can see a freeway, and then I can see other parts of the prison. Like it was like being on top of the world, on top of the prison world. So when I said peace, that was really like that was like real live peace when I could just sit up there and just reflect and know, man, I'm gonna go home one day. It ain't soon, but hopefully I go home one day. And this was the closest to peace I had, man. Look, I used to take another thing I did up there on China Hill for peace. Man, I used to find rocks on the hill, right? I used to find rocks on the hill, and I had like a wooden piece of wood, kind of like a bat. I used to hit rocks, bam, over the hill, hella far, or hit rocks into the river. Yeah. But what was cool about China Hill is that I learned horticulture, I learned irrigation, cultivation, and I learned all this stuff, right? And I got certified. And then the instructor, he was a CO at one point. Then he went to being like a teacher, and then I guess because of the pay, they cut the pay. He ended up going back to being a CO. So when I came back to Old Folsom, I seen him. I was like, man, why you didn't tell me I'm a certified horticulture? Why you didn't tell me that? Man, I'm thinking I'm just a landscaper. I think I'm just a landscaper. It's horticulture and landscaping is too big for landscaping is basically a part of horticulture. Basically, you could say that. Yep. China Hill, man. China Hill. And old Folsom, man, I could say I touched every corner of that prison from fence to fence. Like if the prison is a box, I touched every corner of that box from working in jobs, working in PIA, maybe not at the same time, but over time from being in that prison for a long time. Yeah, I'm certified, but when I went back, I was trying to get all my certifications, and they was like MIA, MIA. But I pretty much could probably pass the test for sure. But like peace, watching things grow, planting things, and watching them come out the ground, for me, that was peace. Like, I don't have kids, but at the same time, going to plant a seed and watch it come out the ground and watch it grow, and then to be able to eat it, because we couldn't take, like, we used to sneak, like, vegetables back down to the yard, because if you can get a fresh vegetable, like an onion or something like that, down to the yard, it got a price. It got a price. You're going to get you some soups for that shit. You don't get some soups for that shit. I worked at the PIA warehouse. Those were the only two jobs I had. Look, man, I could never get a PIA job for shit. I got a PIA job in Solano, but I could never stay on one yard for too long. Shit, too much shit was happening in Solano. But when I got to Old Folsom, man, they gave me a PIA job. I was like, ugh, but I made it happen though. I made it happen. I knew my folks was in the program office. I was able to slide them something and get me a job quick. So I was PIA the whole time, pretty much that I went back this time. I did. I was in graphic arts and silk screening. Graphic arts and silk screening. Actually, blade artist, yeah. Best believe I had. What do you think about people getting jobs in prison? A lot of OGs don't think it's okay. Nah, whoever told you that was wrong. Whoever told you that was wrong. I'm an OG, and I ain't never heard that. Don't nobody want to be in the cell. It's hard enough if a person got a 111 years. I mean, he don't want to be in the cell. So why would he incur? And most of the people that got 111 years, they got nothing but time. And if they got an opportunity to get out, they gonna take it. That's why it's all OGs in PIA. It's all OGs in PIA. I was one of the youngest people in my class. And I was like 37, 38, and I was the youngest in my. Well, they brought a couple of other young Asians, but for the most part, the ones that was really running the machines, they had been in this shop like 4, 5 years and shit like that. And they all had worked around every work stage. They started here, then they worked it, and they worked here and worked there. They was kind of like trying to fake way teach me, but at the same time, they're like, you about to go home. We ain't wasting our time. So they had me doing little shit like the signs, like the stop signs, the signs you see on the freeway, yield signs, all that stuff. We was making them in the sign shop. So also we was making we was making hella shit. I got hella cuts on my hand from that. Hella cuts on my hand from touching that damn metal because once it gets cut, bam, once the metal get cut, then you have to wipe off the dust. You have to wipe off the dust, and then when you lay the layer over the thing, it won't be no bubbles. But if you got dust on it, then it's gonna be little bubbles. And when you lay the red lay over on the stop sign. So but that was just another thing I did. I also did janitorial up in there. I also was a short order cook. I was like the second cook because you got first cook and second cook. I was like the second cook, and second cook is often the lead cook if the first one ain't there. So I was so culinary arts too. In the South, at least every other guy is a felon. So other than that, a job requires a security clearance. It don't hold you back. You know what? I know that. I know that because in Atlanta, right? I had a job. This was gonna be my first job. I was gonna be a bouncer at one of them clubs out there. But I don't know why. I don't know why, but I wasn't feeling it. Like I'm not a bouncer type of nigga. Like I don't want to. Every time I put my hands on somebody, I go to jail for a minute. They sit my big ass down. So I don't want to put my hands on nobody. Nobody. So it was good at first. Like, oh, I got a job as a bouncer. And then when I really like went on YouTube and went and pulled shit up, man, I seen articles where bouncers was getting smoked. I was like, hell no. And it's Atlanta too. I'm cool. I'm cool. Unless you have a degree. Man, I believe in work for self. I believe in work for self unless the pay is right. If the pay is right, see, I like residuals. That's what I'm on, residuals. Blade artists. Hold on. I run 3/4 of $1 million machine every day and make great money. Man, well then send me a motherfucking cash out one time, you baller you. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But you can super chat me $1 though, you baller you. Skinny jeans. We don't do skinny jeans. Especially my big ass. Can you find out if someone is PC right now? What you can do is look them up, right? And then it'll tell you where they at. And then but they might be in a prison that has like they might be in a prison that has GPs and SNY. So I don't know, but you got to start with like knowing what prison they at. Good looking out on them likes too. I appreciate that. Nah, I smoke from the gate. I still got weed. I ain't got no more blunts. Damn it. I've been smoking blunts all day in deep thought. Man, I put myself under a cloud. I needed some different goggles. I needed to look at some shit. I need to look at some shit. Man, I got out of a toxic relationship. And like right now I'm kind of finding myself where I can stand on my own. So that's the thing. That's the thing. I can stand on my own now. That's a fucking accomplishment if I ain't never said so. That is accomplishment because I felt like I couldn't do it without her. I don't know where that thinking came from, but I was feeling like I couldn't do it without her. Like I wouldn't be able to make it and survive on my own. What? She was wrong. She was wrong. Jack Brown, he said, I really think you should look into doing the animated series or animated series. I don't get it. But yeah, man, you said that before, man. That would be what's up. It's all about that first step. It's all about that first step, man. Oh, series, an animated series. That's possible too, cause I got characters. I already got characters. I already got. Look, man. When I was rapping, right, I had a character named Citrus. I had a character named Citrus. Citrus was Curtis spelled backwards. Curtis spelled backwards. That was Citrus. Um, okay, so the podcast thing, right? Let's talk about this. So the podcast thing, what makes it a podcast is that I'm bringing other people in, or what makes it what's different from this right here and a podcast? I still ain't got like a clear cut like what's the difference? I think I'm live streaming. That's a broadcast. At least I thought it was an open conversation. I think. open conversation. So like people, the ability for people being able to call in, that makes it a podcast. Let's see. This is more like a vlog. See, what y'all may not know is that regardless, like YouTube is still new to me. YouTube is still new to me. Like the whole like just think. I had a YouTube channel for hella long and it didn't do nothing. It didn't do nothing, but I wasn't doing nothing with it. Next thing you know, bam. So when I learned the difference between a podcast, what's the other thing? A podcast, a vlog, a live stream, all that stuff is new. But that's all stuff that I should know. That's all stuff that I should know. So I appreciate y'all educating me. Remember how on your extradition you were hard time and stressed out on her? How was it? Hard stressing on. Yeah, yeah, yep. Yeah, why? What's up? Because I will say this. Them I experienced those feelings. And they some tough ass feelings to experience. Where can I hear it? So hey, Central Cali. So the links to my music is Dirty Weather at SoundCloud and Dirty Weather at Reverb Nation. Can you post them for me, please? Podcast is no video. So that means wait a minute, podcast is no video. I don't get it. Only audio. So like so like the radio. So like Breakfast Club but on the radio. Podcast is not live. Podcasts have videos too. See, y'all confusing me. Y'all confusing me. Podcasts have videos too. I mean, but you know, things are forever changing. Things are forever changing. Podcasts are like Howard Stern, bruh. Huh. That's a podcast. So you bringing on guests that's telling their story, and then you interjecting like your own knowledge and wisdom along the. Okay, I got it. Okay, yeah. What's a vlog? That's a good question. Jay John, that's a great question because they answered everything else except the vlog. What is a vlog? Video blog. Okay. Cover topics and bring on guests. So how could you bring on guests on YouTube? So basically, I would have to. It would probably have to be in like a story form or something. I don't know. I don't know. How would you bring a guest on live? Unless YouTube got a window or something with a face that I could bring a person in. I just don't know about it. Live in chat. What is that? Oh, that ain't nothing. Yeah, that ain't nothing. Podcast is not like the radio. Radio is backed by advertising, etc. Podcast is free. So, like what Nate Dogg did with Sandman, that's a podcast. All right. Blog is day to day, like a diary. Well, I talk about my day like if people ask, but I don't use YouTube as a diary. Michael J, what's happening? Yeah, shout out North Philly. Yep. Shout out Nate Dogg. Proud Army wife. Hello. Yep, I was on his. I was on his. I was on this podcast like 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 times. Man, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, like who came with what ideas behind the scene. You'd be surprised. You know what? You right. A set location, but the thing is, like, I was always on the go. Like for all them stories and stuff, I was on the go. So I never sat still. But now what y'all don't know is I've been sitting still. Once me and you know who split, man, I've been posted. Unless you talking about like Def got the microphone in the background. Unless you talk if you talking about that, yeah. But Dusty's part of the show, buddy. Dusty is part of the show. We said Dusty is stored away. Dusty right there, looking like a beast. Like what up? Proud Army wife. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. B Real has a show in his whip called How About Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. Most are not videos. Most have links to videos or something. But nowadays it's your podcast. It's up to you. Like that's why I said, like, I really don't know the difference like that. I still, even after asking y'all, I still don't really know like the difference. I just know I've been doing what I've been doing. Now, if there's a button that I can hit to turn it into something else, then hell yeah, I would do that. Or if it's an app I gotta download, yeah, I would do that. That's a lane for you and Dusty. Man, watch. When I get the Dirty Weather banners, you think I won't put Dirty Weather on Dusty? Shit. That motherfucking Dirty Weather 916 might be nice on Dusty. No, not in permanent paint. A rapper. Battery check. Yeah, we goothy. Let's see. Man, now I need another blunt, man. Shit. I ain't going to the store though. It's too cold. Dirty Weather SoundCloud Reverb Nation. Yup, y'all see the links. Y'all see the links. Look, man. Look, that music is kind of old, like, but at the same time, it's original. It's original because it's mine. So look at my music like a glimpse into like where I come from or where I came from. Look at it like that. You don't need much, Dusty and the guest. Oh, that's what's up. You don't need much, Dusty and the guest. Man, Dusty is a head turner. Using the penitentiary, you know how to roll up without a blunt, fool. I ain't think. Look, for y'all that don't know, right? A penitentiary blunt is a paper bag, right? You take the paper bag, you tear it into a square, right? Like a little rectangle. Paper bag, right? Then you take it and you wet it. You wet it because you want the fibers to like expand a little bit because you don't want when you hit the paper bag, you don't want like holes in the fiber and shit. So you wet that shit, right? Then you take some jelly. You take the jelly and you rub that shit on the paper bag, right? That seals all the holes on the paper bag, right? And then you take a lighter. You know, you take some flame and kind of like flame up the jelly and shit because it get the paper bag hard like a blunt. So then you get your shit. You roll your penitentiary blunt. That's how you roll a penitentiary blunt. Yeah, man. Let me think. Let me get creative. Nah, hell no. I'm on the streets. I refuse to look, man. I was one of the people in the pen. I smoked John, Jacob, and Adam. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Like you, like, cause it be times, right? It be times where you on lockdown and shit. You ain't got no rolling papers, and first thing to go is out the Bible, right? You know the Bible got like extra papers and shit, like papers that ain't got nothing on it. I'm talking about the little bitty Bibles, and so once you take them out, right? Then you try to go to the next one, and you take all them blank pieces out, cause them is rolling papers, but when you fuck around and be on lockdown and you can't get out and you done already hit the blank spots, first thing going is Revelations. First thing going is Revelations. You start from the back forward. So like I said, man, I done been on lockdown and had to smoke John, Jacob, and Adam. Yes. Am I still rapping at the moment? Uh, nah. He said I smoked the Bible too. Shit, man. We had zigzags. I smoked every chapter, but no Johns and Peters. Yeah, I got the word in me. Yeah, see, like tissue paper. Y'all see my video when I was Dirty Weather describes how something when I was talking about how we rolled up cigarettes using the 415. Yes, the 415. The toilet paper wrapping that go on the outside of a toilet paper roll. Yes, them is what we rolled our cigarettes in. We rolled our cigarettes in them. But if you could avoid it, we didn't want to smoke no joints in that shit though. We didn't want to smoke no joints in that shit. But it ended up getting so bad though. People was coming to the yard with toilet paper roll joints though. Let's see. That's what we do in Australia. The Bible from the back. Yeah. I don't know why we when I came to the pen, toilet paper tissue wrap was called 415. I don't know. So when they started coming with this toilet paper wrap, right? Where on the middle part it had hella pink and blue and shit and writing on it. We didn't use that part. But the part that goes inside, the stuffing part, all that stuff, we use that. We smoked that too. We smoked that too. But the key to it was to hit them with a little jelly on the outside and hit them with the flame because that jelly gonna harden up. So then you can smoke it better. Man, look at this shit here, right? So I'm in Tracy, right? And I keep hearing this sound, right? In the trash bag. Like if you ever been to Tracy reception, they tell you don't leave your trash on the ground. Don't leave your trash on the ground because the mice gonna get in it, right? So the lights was out. It's hella dark, but I'm hearing something in this trash bag moving around. So I wake my celly up. Bruh, there's something in the trash can. There's something in the trash can, right? He said, what is it? I said, I don't know. So we turn the light on. Click, click. About like 2 seconds later, man, that motherfucking mice must have jumped out that trash can. It was up under the door and was gone hella quick. But my celly was like, oh, he was from Richmond. That nigga started hollering like a motherfucker. I was weak, right? And sure enough, so we fucked up. We had our trash on the ground, right? So then the next thing you know, I say about like it was about like 2 days later. Same shit. Trash can on the ground and it's a something in that motherfucker. But this time I had a plan, right? This time I had a plan. So I didn't turn the light on, right? So that mother, because if I turn the light on, he about to run out the trash bag. So I just kept the lights on, listening to him eating something out the bottom of the trash, right? I just ran up to the bag and closed that motherfucker. Boom! So that motherfucker was inside the trash can. That motherfucker was running around. I thought it was gonna chew through the bag, right? So I took the bag. I just started hitting the ground. Bam, 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 bam. Right? Then I put it in a suitcase. I mean, not a suitcase, but a pillowcase. Then I really got to beating him. Bam, bam, bam. Then I threw him out up under the door, like, get your bitch ass out of here. Bam. It was a mice on the tier. The tier tenders had to take care of that. Man, I caught a body. And then on top of that, right? Then on top of that, even if he was alive, they threw that motherfucker straight in the laundry bin. So picture this: the pillowcase was tied in a knot on the top, right? So wherever this pillowcase go in the laundry room, this motherfucker closes it. They're gonna have to open this motherfucker before they wash it. So I don't know. So somebody opened that motherfucker up and dumped out a mice. I don't speak for them, J. John. Hey, look. One time in the same cell, man, I kept hearing this sound on the shelf like this. It sounded like this, right? But with plastic though. Plastic, but it was crinkling. I woke my cellie up. Bruh, what is that on the shelf? He was like, I think it's a mice. They eating the bread. They eating the bread. I'm like, man, you sure? It's gonna jump when you turn the light on. He said, shit, help that motherfucker get up out of here. So he turned the light on. It wasn't no rat. It was one of them big ass roaches eating on the loaf of bread. One of them big ass roaches then chewed through the plastic and was eating on a loaf of bread. Yes, inside the cell in Tracy. And them motherfucking roaches in Tracy like this. Them motherfucking roaches like this with wings. Yes, with wings. Man, look, Tracy is surrounded by fields. Tracy is surrounded by fields. So whatever in them fields, it ain't cool. They invade from them fields. I think they call them field roaches, field something. But them motherfuckers could swim and everything. They come up the toilet. Them motherfucking roaches so strong, they come up the toilet. He said them motherfuckers live in 100-degree weather. They sure the fuck do. Telling you. Them and them goddamn crickets. Them motherfucking hey, look, if you on the first tier in Tracy, man, at any given day, you gonna wake up, you gonna hear a cricket in your cell. Let's see. All right, man. All right, man. I gotta get up out of here, man. I got to get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. This been a good live session. This been a good live session. Shout out to shout out to where's she at, man? Where's she at? Cause she is worth scrolling back for. There, a proud army wife. Thank you for that $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Just one more time, you need to know that. I really do. All right. Other than that, if I get my merchandise tonight, I'll go live and show it off, and hopefully Justy is live so he can pick what he want. But other than that, I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Appreciate y'all for chiming in, man. Dirty weather. Go.